Special request to all the girls from north, south, east and west. From your body look good and you know you have the God bless. Brock wine, brock a man's spine. Watch right now. Brock wine. Brock wine, brock wine. Brock wine.
Check one. Yo. You know what it is? It's Monday. It's Monday mayhem time. So Remarc in the building. Joined by a very special guest tonight, you know. We got a man like R.A.W, aka 6 Block, aka B-Boy G-1000. How many AKs can a man have? Blood clot. US style, yeah? It's Kool London, it's Monday mayhem. So Remarc in the building. We'll be doing a little interview in about 5 minutes time, yeah? Jungle's dead, you know. This is what was going on in the rest of the world. You know, even industry man has to be educated, you know. Out to my brother Lion Dove, each and every time, family. Always holding up for the East Coast, you know. And to all my LA crew, all my San Diego crew. Out to my brother Wino. Out to the Haggard. All the crew out there, yeah? Looking forward to seeing you guys in October. Okay, so I'm going to take this down a little piece. Actually, I'm going to run another one of your tracks in the background as we run through a little 5-minute, 10-minute interview, yeah? Gonna check your mic, is it up and running?
Yo, 1, 2.
Introducing the man himself, R.A.W, B-Boy 3000 or 6 Block, whichever one you want to call him. What's going on, my brother?
I'm chilling, man. Yo, thank you for having me on Kool FM, Kool London.
It's a pleasure, bro. It's madness. Like, I just bumped into, well, I didn't even bump into, I finished my set at Boomtown. I turned around and I said, hello, Rascal. What are you doing there, man?
4 in the morning.
Yeah. How's things, man? How's it going?
Yeah, it's going really good. You know, just trying to wake up every day and keep pushing the music, you know?
Yeah, man, you're still on it, man. You've been on it a long time. For everybody that's maybe not aware of your background, you know, and I know you've been in the music for over 20 years, started off with like hip hop and turntablist and all this stuff, and got into jungle and you explain. You tell your story, fam.
Yeah, so I grew up in a city called Carson, which is a little bit south of Compton, and it's basically between Compton and Long Beach. And so around like 1983, the hip-hop scene came to my town, and everybody started doing the hip-hop thing, beatboxing, popping, breaking, locking, and like the DJ scene quickly turned into a battle scene. So growing up, it was always like a competitive thing.
Yeah, because you used to do like the turntable battle stuff as well and all that, right?
Yeah, I mean right after learning how to just mix records, I was quickly pressured into being like the neighborhood battle DJ.
Okay.
Yeah, and then so we would have like house party battles, we would have battles at halls. Dance halls and things like that.
Yeah.
And so it was mostly me and a DJ named Tony A, who was a DJ for High C, like the West Coast rapper.
Yeah.
And High C was down with DJ Quick and like all those cats from Compton and Inglewood. And and so right after that, I got into playing a little bit of house music at the clubs around 89. And then in 91, we started to actually throw our own warehouse parties.
Yeah.
And then around that time, we were playing a lot of early breakbeat, like Reinforce, D-Zone.
What was it like? Especially sort of like 89, 90, 91? What was it like getting UK product? Because obviously the internet weren't there then.
Yeah.
So it would have been imports. What was it like over there getting our stuff?
Yeah, so like the way I learned about jungle music was through a friend of mine named Nazario, and he began to bring bleak techno records, like like to high school.
Yeah.
And he would just show them to us, and like we noticed the price was $8.99, and then so I began to go to the shops like Tower Records, Warehouse Records, Music Plus, and I began to go to the import section, which I never went to, because prior to that it was like a lot of funny early house.
Yeah.
But then I began to find breakbeat records, and then after that I began to realize which labels were pushing the sound I liked.
Yeah.
And it was D-Zone, Suburban Bass, Reinforce, and those were the major labels that I could remember right now. Yeah, but it was mostly just through going to the shops. I mean, I was always at the record shops. I used to beg my mom to drive me to the shop and let me buy 3 records, every week. I would just beg and beg and beg.
Yeah. So your transformation into jungle, when I first really heard of you was through your jungle stuff, your ragged jungle stuff. I think I first met you in maybe 2004, 5, 6, maybe. First time I was touring out there, man.
Yeah.
And all the big names out there that I was hearing, obviously you was one of them, man. So how did you get into the jungle, the breaks and the bashment stuff, man?
I mean, for me, I feel that I've always been into jungle ever since Rebel MC was doing hip house.
Yeah.
So I was aware of Rebel MC as a hip house artist, and once he moved on to the Congo Natty stuff, I was still like following everything he did.
That's the same for a lot of us here. Coming from hip hop and dancehall, and jungle is that merge of them kind of musics there. So it's almost like a natural progression into it, I guess, right? So so it's not much different over there than it is for us here. Because just like you say, like Conga Rebel, exactly the same. His early releases and merging like reggae stuff with the sort of rave stuff. So it's the same here and there, man. So tell us about N2O. I swear you got about 7,000 releases.
Oh, I know.
Is that label still running?
They are kind of, but it's just mostly through personal connections.
Okay.
Yeah, so like they've stopped being a public record label.
All right.
But for me, like N2O was a movement, and it was also like the energy behind it was very battle based. Like the whole mission of the label was to really put its foot down and just put out really hot, firing jungle music.
Because I got a few of them sent over. Not too many, but I did get a few of them sent over, man. And a lot of the stuff that I was getting was like that first track Clash that I played.
Oh yeah.
And I loved it. Like I said, there wasn't a lot of people doing that over here anymore. So it's mad. At one point, I was actually looking to the States for my R.A.W. jungle.
Like Big Cat Records.
That's right, man. It's like it's a bit mad. And to me, it shows me how important the States, guys like you, and the rest of the my mind's messed up, but all the rest of the guys,
Twin Hooker, Chester,
6 Jack, all the rest of them guys, man, how important you guys were to keeping the whole jungle thing moving.
See, because like we were really aware that the majority of the people were moving on to the more dance floor friendly drum and bass, which was understandable from like a certain point of view, but because that was pushing the jungle down, that gave us even more incentive to keep it alive. Because it was being pushed down, like we were trying to push it up, knowing that we had a load to carry.
That's right. I mean, from being out there, cause I was out there for a few years in a row touring, man, and I could see the movement was very niche. There was definitely it was definitely a big following. But it's very niche, and at the same time that drum and bass. I mean, here there's this big difference. People don't like to divide the two, but I know over there you got drum and bass lovers and you got jungle lovers. But the difference is blatantly obvious. With that kind of stuff. What is the drum and bass scene like out there at the moment, and what is the jungle scene like out there?
Like the drum and bass scene is clubby. So it's almost like the house scene. Whereas it's very people usually go because it's where people go. So they follow the crowd. And they go there because other people go there. But with the jungle, it's a more personal thing. Like with the junglists, they don't like it one day and not like it the next.
Definitely, man. I definitely see that out there. The people have a deep passion for it. The guys that are into it and the girls that are into it out there, man, they definitely have a deep passion for it. And they support it, and they go out to the parties, and it's good, man. I love it out there, man. I really do love it.
See, because like to the real junglist, we can't imagine a day without jungle. So knowing that other people are trying to push it down, we're trying to push it back up, because a reality in this world without jungle is, to me, it's like unimaginable.
Same, man.
It's like there's no way that I cannot hear.
See, this is the difference between, followers and bandwagon jump oners and all this sort of stuff. And, what I would call a true junglist, it's in your life daily. It's not even, it ain't a money thing, it ain't a success thing. It's something that you do and you live with side by side in your life.
Just part of you.
That's right.
It's just part of you.
And to me, that's a real junglist, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. So after your jungle part, you started moving into some dubstep stuff?
Yeah, because one day I was working at the Junglist Platoon studio. Like Junglist Platoon is who does Respect Club in LA. Like they've been going out now for over 10 years. I mean, like I don't even know how long anymore. But I was at their studio one time and I heard a Youngsta mix playing in the downstairs area. but I could only hear the bass line through the wall.
Yeah.
But I could hear that it was like an LFO bass line. It was like wobbling, like whoop, whoop, whoop. And so I had to run down there and check it out. I asked what it was. They told me what it was. And I listened to the mix like for half an hour, 45 minutes. And as soon as I got home, I put on 140 BPM on Cubase. I just started messing around with samples, and yeah, like it just took off from there.
A lot of the, the earlier stuff that he was doing, like when I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's when he first started doing his 6 Block stuff. It was like dubstep, jungle. It was still had like bashment in it and elements of jungle in it and stuff like that. Do you know what? I'm going to play one of them, one that we've done with General Levy.
Okay.
I don't know what year
Which
it
is
was
it?
either.
Which is it?
Dimensions.
Oh man, New Dimension.
Yeah, New Dimensions.
Yeah.
How old is that one? That's like...
That one's from 2008.
2008.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm drawing out some of these older ones is because I want people here that may not know who you are to realise and understand just how long you've been in this thing for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of well, not a lot, but there's some people that they just don't know what was going on that has been going on in the States.
Yeah. See, because one thing, like a big difference between the UK and America is you guys market yourself really well. You guys, like, for some reason, there's a lot of attention on the UK scene. People are always aware of what you guys are doing. And the Americans aren't really good at marketing themselves outside of America.
Yeah,
like
I think that's to do with, the States has always, been renowned for hip hop.
Yeah.
That's you guys' music. You invented
right.
it, you originated it.
Yeah.
The UK is jungle and drum and bass, so that's, that's our sort of thing.
Yeah.
And just like hip hop, it spreads around the world, just like jungle, it spreads around the world, just like reggae dance, and that's a successful music and a music that everybody loves, which everybody can enjoy.
Right.
So let me roll into this dubstep. I wouldn't even call it dubstep, because this
is ragga step.
Yeah, it's a ragga step. But just to show that my man's been, he's been linking up with General Levy and been in the thing for a good while, So here's something else from 6 Block, yeah.
Yo! That's a sly one! Bringing up the MC Spacer, yeah? The San Diego Mandan. Locked in, locked on, it's www.Kool London. Yo! 6 Block in the building. Oh God! As we run the LA style inside tonight, yeah? 6 Block in the building. Ain't nothing standard on Monday Mayhem though, innit? Ain't nothing standard about Kool London, ain't it? Bumbo one. You know what, 6 Block, pull up that bumbo class. Ain't it? Come up here with them kind of rhythm, Bumbo one. Hey! 6 Block in the building is Kool London. You know.
Big up General Malice.
Yo! And to all my US junglers, sir. All my Canadian junglers and my worldwide junglers. All my UK junglers.
Big up Guatemala.
Don't forget, if you're in the chat room and you want a little shout or something like that, studio phone number 07931 That's 07931446110. I'll hit it up on the Twitter, yeah? That's at Kool London. 6 in the house.